Hi guys, this is Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and we are doing a reading for the Father's Day weekend. Oh yeah, so this is for Dad. So whether you're in a relationship or not, if you are becoming a father or already are a father, maybe you're a grandfather, great grandfather, whatever the case is. This reading is for you, and it is a collective reading, which means that any of the zodiac signs may resonate with the reading. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel, especially if you watch on a regular basis. All right, you guys, let's find out what your current circumstances are at this time. All right, we have Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, and one more. Oh, this one's peeking out, and the Moon. All right, so it looks like, okay. So there might be something that impacts the family. So there might be something you're initiating. Maybe there's some progress coming on to do with. It looks like something from the past. Maybe this is a past memory, a joyful past memory, sentimental thing that you may have from the past, maybe some comfy home type of past thoughts or longing for a past person. Whatever the case is, there is some uncertainty kind of regarding this. Now, maybe there's issues that resurface when it comes to a past person. Maybe there's some truth that needs to be uncovered about that. Maybe it's internally a bit of a conflict, or you might even feel like it may be an illusion here. Could be even fear. I mean, come on, like this is somebody from the past that you may be having some type of um, breakthrough or wanting to initiate something with. So let's just pull those down and we'll put the new cards on top. Let's see what's showing up with this. All right, we have the Five of Cups and the Chariot. Okay, so there is some feeling of loss here. Now, sadness, sorrow from this. However, there might be some suitors here with the Chariot showing up. This is maybe some ambition this person has or independence they're starting to have, maybe even a victory of some sort with maybe someone else. So is this what the problem is? Let's just see here. Are you jealous? All right, Six of Swords. Okay, this could be an emotional journey for you, watching someone from your past move on. Now, it is with the suitor showing up. This is somebody that maybe you wanted to initiate something with from your past, but too much uncertainty and feeling of loss was here. Maybe feeling that lost opportunity or feeling that person maybe was disappointed, or this could even be emotional, a baggage that you're pulling to each and every relationship and projecting onto your new person. So if you are looking to be a suitor for someone from your past, with the Six of Swords, this is kind of saying that this could be moving to calmer waters or moving on, or they are moving on. Let's just see what's going on. Well, the High Priestess. Okay, it is a bit of a mystery to you. I feel like this may be a secret that you are still pining for somebody here from your past. Let's see. Seven of Wands. Oh, this is overcoming some challenges, having some strength and dignity or integrity here. Let's see what else is showing up. The Hermit. Okay, so looks like this is something that you maybe want to heal with somebody from your past. Now, this maybe that you're trying to against all odds, work this out with this person, but you're not sure if they are going to accept that or not. Let's just see. Two of coins. This is trying to balance this out, maybe having some multiple priorities you're looking at. Maybe this was due to juggling with other people. I don't know. You kind of know what's going on for you. Is it a priority to you to get back with somebody from your past? It may be that you want to heal that relationship, maybe even to get back with them. So let's just see what is going on with this love scenario. How is your person feeling about you at this time, and how are you feeling about them? Let's look at you first, how you feel about this past person. All right. There's a lot of playfulness, a lot of usefulness, a lot of fun. That's what I'm getting. You maybe even married them or wanted to marry them at some point, and it may have been a spirit soul path, something that you could get behind. This was maybe even feeling like it was fated to happen or written in the stars, if you will. Let's see what your person feels towards you. They may have fallen in love with you as well at one point, or they always felt you were the one. There was a burning desire, flames of passion ignite, and your person might end up reaching out to you. So, interesting enough. Are they making you a priority? What's going on? Dreams do come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. So, this may be miracles upon miracles showing up for you, especially if you were wanting to get back with somebody here from your past or that you never wanted to let go in the first place. All right, maybe they walked away from you. I don't know. You know your situation. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, or maybe this person is all of a sudden going to show up and be the priority in your life that you're going to go after to maybe heal something that may have happened in the past. Let's just have a look at what types of things you might have been feeling at the time that's happened, or the things that you may have learned since then, or maybe that you're meant to learn before this can come in. Let's just see. Exposure stripped away, illusions bare. So whatever illusions were there for you or that you were putting on for this person, they're no longer there. This person sees you for who you truly are, or you are seeing them for who they truly are. Doubt rises when truth gets too close. So maybe having a truth here was a problem. There may have been a lot of doubts in the relationship or uncertainty here that were too close to the truth for you. You maybe didn't want to see that at the time, or maybe you were seeing that within this other person. You stayed loyal to what was already leaving, so you may have stayed loyal to them, even though they were already leaving. Now, maybe they were the loyal one and they stayed as long as they could. I don't know. It's however that shows up for you. Maybe you were staying loyal and stayed on as long as you could. I don't know. You know your situation. All right, so your person, rejection saved you from a smaller life. So you may have been rejected by this person, and maybe this is better off for you that way. At one point or another, you needed to grow. So let's just see what else. Feeling unseen starts when you abandon yourself. So maybe they felt you weren't paying enough attention to them, or they felt rejected in some way, as if you weren't seeing the real them, or maybe it was this illusion that you were seeing. Whatever the case is, they felt unseen, or you felt unseen. Emptiness clears what fullness was hiding. So they may have felt their cup was full at the time until there was no longer a relationship here, and they may have realized that it was empty all along. or you felt it was empty all along. Whoever left this situation, I feel really wasn't feeling seen, or there was too much doubt in the relationship until it's like there was a lot of factors on both sides of the fence. Resistance always has consequences. So if you're resisting about leaving or resisting about staying, there was consequences with that. All right, let's just see what doors will open once the truth shows through, and whatever this is, they always felt you were the one. So if you maybe think that they won't have any part of you, they're feeling like you might reject them. So let's just see. Hope. The door of hope is going to open with encouragement, reassurance, belief. This is kind of having freedom, so you're not feeling caged in or having um, any reason to feel like you. It's almost like you're being there was a release here, like you felt free all of a sudden, like you were caged in at one point, and that's no longer going to be the case, and your intuition is showing up. So you're going to have that insight just as much as your high priestess is, or your person. You're going to follow your intuition. That door to intuition is really going to open up for you. Maybe you weren't trusting it in the past. So let's just see, or you weren't seeing what your really intuitive hits are being. Um, Maybe you doubted yourself. I don't know. Whatever that is for you. All right, and illumination for your person. They are going to have that insight and have that awareness of what could have been, or what really was back then, or how you needed to learn and grow. All right, your person is going to feel more grounded when they're with you. Maybe you have some earth in your sign. Maybe they have earth. Maybe they're going to help ground you. Let's see. And the door to love does open for your person. So they may end up letting you back in. If it was them that walked away, they may want to come back for another time around. All right. Door of shadows, introspect, inner journey, unconscious, or integration. So it's going to be that this all comes together. If you if your person wasn't feeling love, they're going to feel it now. That door is going to open for them. If they didn't feel grounded and learning or growth of any kind, they will have that now. And the illumination, they're going to see what they needed to see when it came to this relationship. So seeing what you needed, what they needed, maybe learning what the love language is that you need from them and they need from you. There may have been a disconnect on what you both needed, or the communication of what you felt you were missing. I don't know. Whatever the case is, it looks like it's all going to wash away. Whatever this was, maybe there was some juggling here. Whatever the case is, if there was someone else in the mix, I feel like that may have been a learning curve. You had to lose what you had to realize what it was that you had. I don't know, whatever that means to you. All right, 2 of coins. Let's see. There's no more worry. There is someone single here, and a lot of attraction, and maybe a lot of confidence, and more. I feel like finding yourself, or your person found themselves. They are more confident about who they are, finding themselves once again, and maybe even have a vision for what they're looking to have, or what their purpose is. I don't know why that's coming up like that, but that's how that's showing up. Oh yeah, this all hit the ground. It was meant to. You were meant to work on your own pentacles in order to be able to learn how to share them, maybe. And yeah, marriage. Both having those sacrifices, and maybe the marriage failed. I don't know. Maybe if you did end up getting married, you ended up getting divorced. I don't know. Maybe the marriage never actually happened because maybe you were only engaged at the time. Or maybe you were looking to get married or thought you were always going to marry this person and that didn't happen. However, that shows up for you. Maybe you married someone else or your person did. So let's just see what this resistance is. All right, this is a long time coming. This is years past before this happens again, where you're holding on to the edge of the cliff. You're not just jumping freely off now. You are a little more cautious about what's down below, as not to just jump into something much too soon. Okay, and there's the win. It's going to be a lot of good news that comes from this, maybe even an honest discussion. Let's see about the door of shadows. This is having that inner knowledge. Okay, there may have been a competition and maybe somebody was faking it. Maybe there was a lot of choices to choose from. Maybe there was a lot of conflicting opinions about you or that person. Ooh, okay. Okay. So these things weren't healed about a third party. That third party may not exist any longer. There might be some loneliness here. Maybe adultery was committed. Maybe a celebration was canceled. Um, there was some type of imbalance. And with the hermit in reverse, I mean, the whole reason below or about that may have been some rejection or feeling alone, maybe even antisocial or feeling outcast from your own person, like they were against you. So, how is this going to change? Whoa, or is it? Aha. This is very heavily thinking about this past person. Maybe this is what happened to you, or maybe you did this to this person. Maybe that is where this is a problem. The uncertainty behind it all, maybe too much uncertainty about other people were in your relationship, whether it was you doing it or them, however that shows up for you. I mean, yeah, somebody walked away from this romance. Yeah, it was dead and buried, or maybe that's what you thought at the time. Maybe that's what they thought. Whoa. It's like there may be a team dynamic coming back on this. You may be wanting to work together, having the courage to do it. Hmm. Maybe teaming up and realizing what this meant. This Four of Cups. Where was the disconnect here, or the I want to say dissatisfaction? Were they just bored? Is there something lacking here? Was there contempt against you? Or what is this? Somebody was emotionally available here, but somebody was kind of in that negativity here, negative thoughts, feeling trapped, feeling helpless, victimized. However, that shows up when it comes to having it all. Like, because I mean, come on, a happy home. This is somebody you feel quite at home with. This is somebody that you did life with, holiday celebrations. There was some happiness there somewhere. Love was in the air, or may even still be in the air. There's a beauty behind this type of harmony between the two of you. Somebody is trying for this again, seeing it just offshore and having a whole different outlook on things about going to that calmer waters. Maybe there was just too much chaos, too many people in your life or your relationship. So, what is your intuition saying about this? Aha. To use your intuition, believe what you feel, whatever is coming in for you about this. Is this your high priestess? Are you the high priestess in knowing what your intuition is trying to tell you? Now, if it is that sixth sense, if you will, this may be, maybe you're channeling it. Maybe you're a medium. Maybe you have some insight through tarot cards. I don't know. Maybe, uh, maybe you see the past events with the um, retrocognition. I think is what it, yeah, retrocognition, I think it's what it is. Or maybe you have that precognition where you're seeing the future or feeling the future events that are going to be coming. However, I don't know why I'm getting all these clairs showing up for me. Maybe you're a healer. I don't know. There's something here. Maybe you astral project things with the dream state in the spiritual realm. I don't know why I'm getting all these clairs. There's a bunch of clairs, like clairsentience and clairaudience and clairvoyance. Maybe even just a clear knowing. I don't know what this is. You instinctively know that this is to be true. I don't know what this is. I've never really had this happen before where it's come out like this. All these clairs flashing for me. You have some knack here, some abilities here. Collective, whoever you are, you have a lot of gifts here, or abilities, if you will. Maybe you have quite a few out of the, I think there's like 21 of them, and I'm getting like 17 of them. Like there's like so many that you have of the clairs, like more than average. Like some people have only one or two, but it's like you have so many. Like you're quite gifted here. This may have been a natural gift that you've gotten too. I don't know why I'm getting it like that, but it's almost like some people just have that knack for things. They just pick up on it. Maybe you picked up on it at an early age. Maybe you've always had it and didn't realize what it was at the time. Of course, back in my day, they didn't have anyone that helped you with this kind of thing. That it was all seen as a negative. It must be mental illness and yada yada yada. But it was never looked at as if it was a gift. It was just hush hush, taboo, don't talk about it, pretend it doesn't exist. So, and nowadays it's much more open, and a lot of people actually have some phenomena. Whether they want to admit it or not, they have come across some type of phenomena that they've seen that they can't make sense of or don't want to believe happened or deny that anything happened. And that usually is because they're a little afraid of that. And just try to remember it's not about being a ghost. Usually, the ghost, if you will, is somebody that's passed over that you know, that's just come to see how you're doing. And I mean, we can be seen in their realm, but not everybody is seeing them in ours, in the 3D. And it does have that crossover. It's just not everybody's in tune to seeing what's there. So, anyways, wow, I was just like really powerfully coming through on these clairs. It's pretty clear that this person, whoever I am talking to out there, has some major abilities here. Like, not only do you see past events that may have occurred, maybe even in past lives, you're also seeing things that are to come. And maybe even having this where you predict the future or know something about the future for certain people, or maybe even say something about it and it ends up being true. I don't. Uh, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting like, when you go around a corner and you just feel like, okay, you need to slow down. You may even say it to your partner if they're the one driving, or if you're driving, you take your foot off the gas for whatever reason and apply the brake. And you're doing it maybe unconsciously, maybe it's a conscious hit for you. Whatever the case is, sure enough, you go around the corner and there's a police officer there waiting for you with a gun showing your speed. You know what I mean? Like the speed gun or whatever it is. Um, so I mean, it's like this. I'm also getting like when you may know this to be you if you've gone underneath street lamps and all of a sudden they go out. Your energy is huge. Like you're driving along and all of a sudden the street lights ahead of you, just as you're going under them, start to go out. And that is somebody in your astral plane or in one of your senses here is trying to tell you something. You need to hear what they're trying to say or listen to what's going on here. That's a way that it's a way of you knowing. Maybe you've asked a question. I don't know what this is, but this is interesting to me because I don't usually do predictions. I read cards, but all these things are coming through uh, um, about these senses that you're feeling. Okay, well, let's keep going with who your person might be here from your past that maybe left. Maybe there was uncertainty why they left. Maybe you knew why they left. I don't know. There was a bunch going on here. So let's just see. Maybe they have a Y in their name. They may have been a young person when you knew them, or maybe when you were with them, maybe you were much younger. Maybe it was when you were a teenager or a kid that you came across this person and knew they were the one you were going to marry or the one that you were meant to marry, or I don't know. Insight, look for signs, use your intuition. You are right. So definitely intuition and signs. I don't know. There's just all these things coming up with those senses. So venture in process. You're meant to make a move or go on some type of journey. Is it in the astral plane? Is it going to see about your Akashic records? I don't know. There's something here, though. It's very interesting to me. Transformation, profound change, rebuilding your life, and a new perspective. So there's definitely with the hangman showing up there. That's so interesting that that new perspective is really coming out for me on this. And it's right here with the transformed. And then we have an S, spirit, divinely guided, higher power, help from above. Wow, I can't make it up. So you may have a Y, I, V, T, or S in your person's name from your past. Maybe all of the above. Maybe one of these letters is in each of the names or more than one. An opportunity. Okay, take a chance. Open to possibilities. A lucky break. So, whatever it is you're hoping to have, there's somebody manifesting something about you, even, or wanting to come back with you. Somebody from your past. Maybe you were meant to see now. Later on in life, maybe it's only been 5 years since you've seen them. I don't know, but time has passed. That's all I'm meant to say. Okay. All right, then. I'm going to leave it there. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already, of course. And don't forget to hit that like because it really does help. And subscribing doesn't cost anything either. And it does help me to come back out here to be able to give you the messages. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.